Dave, a disappointing afternoon. What are your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, disappointing afternoon again for us. We just can't get that consistency at the minute. We're good game, bad game. So it's something that we need to seriously have a look at, because you need consistency. You go back to the Darlington game. That was the first game we had for about 3 weeks. We managed to win that 3-1, and then we went to turn up at Boston on Boxing Day. Well, we didn't turn up on Boxing Day. And then I thought we had a response to the next game against Boston at home, and then we got to Blythe, don't turn up. Go to Spennymoor Tuesday, turn up, and then come here today in a must-win game, don't show. So yeah, it's a strange one, because with what we've got inside that changing room, it seems to be a pattern that's seems to be occurring, and every time there's been a real big game where we want to try and win it, there's been far too many games now where we just haven't shown, and back to the drawing board.
What do you put the inconsistency down to? Is it a confidence thing? Why do you feel the team are so inconsistent?
The honest answer is because we're in a league that is massively competitive. We're just playing against a full-time team, and Tuesday night's hindered us. It's obviously hindered us because there's a lot of tired legs out there, but we looked after them in training, so you could tell that we'd played extra time. By the way we started the game, we looked a little bit off it. They started really well. That, like I said, full-time teams can have that extra edge and extra energy, and in such a big game. But it's just, we've got to realise exactly where we are. The supporters are getting frustrated, they're getting restless, and you can understand that. But they've got to be realistic. Be realistic while we all are at this football club. Well, I'm very realistic in terms of, we are about where we are at the minute. Because we haven't got that consistency, and the harder we work, we don't go out there to not perform. We all go out there to try and win a football match for this football club, and sometimes you're not going to win them. But it isn't like we've gone on a 5, 6, 7 losing game streak, like we did at the start of the season. We've just been one good game, one bad game, one good game, one bad game, and it's something we're trying to address. But we can't have people turning on us already. We've got 17 games left. I think with 3 points, with a point out of the relegation zone with 2 games in hand, and as disappointed as we are today, we've got a belief in there that we'll get it right. But we've had this week, Blythe last week wasn't acceptable. Today's not been great, and we need to get to the bottom of it and improve.
Do you feel that the support turning, or sometimes turning, is affecting the players?
Oh, of course it's going to affect the players. We're meant to be in it together. They can, turn the frustration to me. I've got broad enough shoulders. Come round a dugout and fire abuse at me. Come and fire abuse all day long. I'll take that all day. So it ain't going to affect me. It ain't going to affect the way I manage. It ain't going to affect any decisions that I make. Any decision I'm bothered about is the chairman's. And don't let the players hear you boo. Don't let the players, hear you groan and then boom off at full time. That ain't going to get anybody nowhere. You need to get the support back on side, in terms of like there was last year. When I turned up last year, we had the top 13 teams to play and was in a dogfight. But they booed the last manager. They booed the last manager before that. So, the manager leaves, new manager comes in, we're in the same position. They get rid of the old manager, or the manager leaves, we're in the same position. I've come in, working my nuts off to try and get it right, and we're in the same position. So we're trying, in a really difficult league, to try and get some consistency where we're going to try and pick up points. And it's not for a lack of trying, it's just sometimes we let ourselves down with our quality. We got in great areas, in wide areas today, and we didn't deliver. We didn't put good balls in the box. We got into good areas when back to goal. We didn't get hold of the ball today. So we didn't really get a foothold in the game from the start. But you're going to get off days. So it's important now that we bounce back. But we need everybody on side. Booing your players. Which, come and boo me. Come round to the dugout and call me whatever you want, but don't boo my players, because that ain't going to help nobody.
Does today's defeat hurt more because it was to a team around you?
I look at it different. We beat Nuneaton away, they beat us at home. Both games were 1-0, and it's very tight. We beat Darlington at home, they beat us away. Alfton beat us away, we've got Alfton to play at home. So what you don't want to do. You don't want to lose against any teams in and around you, but sometimes it happens. You know, we're not going out there to get beat today. You know, I thought they were a good, well organised side. They were everything that we thought they would be. You know, the homework we'd done on them. You know, they were really sharp. They had an extra yard than what we did today. And credit to Nuneaton. You know, they've come here today and done a job on us, and fair play to him. But you know, we've got 17, 18 games left, and like I said, we've got games in hand, and we have to make sure we get round each other. We turn up for training on Tuesday. We turn up for training Thursday, and we'll just get it right.
Talk about a couple of players. Nathan Stainfield went off at half time. Is he all right?
He's struggling. His ankle's ballooned up, and yeah, he was struggling a little bit, to be fair to him. But you know, he's a big, strong character, and you know, he's one that will want to come out fighting and make sure we put things right.
And Lee Beaver's first competitive match for a while. How do you feel he did?
I thought he was excellent today. I thought Lee Beaver was excellent. He's experienced. You know, he was a voice on the pitch, and then obviously we shaped it and went to right back, and you know, just a calming influence, not quality into good areas. You know, and that's his first game in however many months. So the more we get Lee fit, the more he recovers well. You know, he's going to be a big player for us, and I was really pleased with Lee's contribution today. And we were just off it in a lot of areas, and you're going to get off days. We're having a little one too many at the moment, but like I said, we're one good game and one bad game, and we need to make sure we go 2, 3, 4 good games, stick together, and we'll be fine.
And you go to Bradford next week,
yeah.
But you've got a week off now, which will allow the players to recover.
Yeah.
And there'll be a confidence, as always, you can bounce back.
We've always bounced back. You know, this is where you know, the crowd's frustrations. You know, we've let one player go on loan. I thought the world's come and caved in. You know, and it's like, it's one player. One player's not going to make all the difference. You know, we've had. I can't remember the last time we lost back-to-back games. I think it was September, right at the start of September.
Alfreton and Bradford.
Yeah, Alfreton and Bradford. So you're looking at nearly 3.5, 4 months since we've lost back-to-back games. So, you know, that's been a massive response for us. Nathan Jarman out, Tom Davey out. You know, Stainfield come off at half time. We've had 120 minutes at Spennymoor. Got back at 2:30, 2:45 in the morning. Lads have got for work at 6:30. You know, it's we've played a full-time outfit today, so it's one of them. You know, I've firmly got my feet on the ground, and so have the players in there. And you know, we've got a belief we can regroup. We just need to make sure that we all stay together, and then we'll be fine. We'll get a result.
And for people listening can't obviously see you, there's a real determination. You look a very determined man. You're really determined to keep Gainsborough high.
It's in my makeup. I'm a fighter. You know, I'm a fighter, and I've always been a fighter. Nothing's ever been given to me. You know, I've had to start from step 6. You know, I've had to start coaching at Lincoln Moorlands. You know, work my way up to Lincoln. You know, assistant manager at step 4, step 3. Took my first job at step 4. So, you know, I've had to really graft my nuts off to get where I've got today, and kept the club up. We've had FA Cup first round, FA Trophy. We knew we was in a relegation scrap from day one. You know, what we all of a sudden, you know, promotion candidates. You know, we're going to have off days, but you know, like I said, we got out of it last year. We've lost 2 league games back to back for the first time in 3 months, and it's down to us all now to make sure we put it right. And I've got every confidence we'll do that. But everyone needs to stick together and make sure they get around the players first and foremost. You know, support the players. Come to me and take it out on me. I've got no problems with that.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers, guys.